Don't miss any content. Don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell.
Hey guys, welcome back to Sahara Football. It's a fine morning here. And guys, I have an interesting video for you today. As you all know, this channel I created to promote local football. That's the aim of this channel, promote local football and local players in general. And at some point, I had a vision also to promote local talents, people who had potential but didn't have opportunity. That's what this channel is also for. And fortunately for me, I met a scouting agent from Spain. His name is Ruben, and I spoke to him. After a few days of speaking to him, he decided to grant me an interview on this channel for you guys to watch and know what he is about for Ghana football and Africa football in general. Ruben Lescano is a Spanish scout. He's from Spain. He has a UEFA licensed coach. He's a UEFA licensed coach. And he has a lot to offer African football from the conversation I had with him. So I'm going to let you watch the interview I had with him over Skype and let you guys see what Ruben Lescano is about.
My name is Ruben Lescano. I am a Spanish coach, and I have been coaching for more than 16 years, but last year I left coaching because of different issues. And I developed a scouting platform that is growing up a lot. And currently I'm increasing my contacts in Africa. We are scouting players in Ivory Coast, in Ghana, in Nigeria, and well, this is what we are doing nowadays. I think you will not know the teams I have been coaching because of their names. I was working, well, the most important one is Albacete Balompié. This is the team of my city, and it's a team of Spanish second division. It's in La Liga, and I was working in the grassroots. And I was also working for Unión Deportiva Almería, that is a team also in second Spanish division. Both teams have been playing in first division, and in Almería I was in the scouting department, looking for players all around Spain. And well, basically those are the most important teams. I have been coaching in others, but you are not going to know the names. Yes, as I told you, I developed a platform to scout players. I'm going to a lot of conferences here in Spain to talk about this. But when I developed this, I didn't know the reach of what we are going to be able to do. But in a short period of time, in almost 3 months, we were to Ivory Coast. We stayed 14 days at Ivory Coast scouting players, and this Saturday in 4 days' time, we will be in Nigeria, in Lagos, for 10 days scouting players. So it's in a short period of time, less than 6 months, we are working in a lot in Africa. We are quite active there. Sahara football, I think it's something really good for Africa football. I apologize for my English, but I think the channel is really good because of the lack of knowledge about African football and about African players. And this is a really good way to show the rest of the world what is going on, what is happening in Africa, because you are working really good. You are working really hard with football players. But here in Europe or in the States, people don't know about this. And when I met you, I thought it would be really good to talk about this and to show the rest of the world what are you doing there. what can do Sahara do for me or for football amateur? It's to help me to show what we are doing, to help me to show the others how things are in Europe, because most of the people don't know how to come to Europe to play football. They believe in anything. There is a lot of fraud around all this business, and it's good for the players to know how they can to move to play to other countries. Europe is different. If we talk about Europe, it's really different because it's really easy to scout a player. You have the option to travel with no problems all around Europe. It's really easy to have videos. You can scout a player several times. So at the end, when you make your decision, you have a lot of information about the player. But when you scout a player in Africa, it's quite difficult. First, because there are not very good videos, and if you get a video, it's most of the time it's really short, only 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, and that is not enough to scout a player. So at the end, you have to go to Africa. You have to go to Ghana, to Nigeria, to wherever, but you have to go there. And when you go there, maybe you scout the player, you see the player many times, but when you go back, you are not the person who is going to sign the player. The player is going to be signed by a club. So the club must trust you, must believe in you, in your eye for the talent, in your decision. So this is really difficult because the person or the company who has to bet for the player at the end is a club. So the club asks you for videos, asks you for information, and if you don't have all this, it's really difficult to scout a player. So the best thing it would be to have a partner there, someone who believes in the way you are working, and work together in this way. I don't have to be traveling to Africa every time I want to scout a player. This year, if I have someone there scouting the players, taking their own videos, or yes, working together, this way it will be much easier. Well, to be honest, I'm looking for good players anywhere in the world. I don't care. I Any good player is good. I don't care if they are Argentinian, Spanish, Ghanaian, or I don't care. But to be honest, in Ghana Ghana is a huge potential in growing up football players. There are a lot of academies. They work in a quite professional way. They train a lot of hours. They train in the morning, train in the evening. So I think they are working really hard. And for this reason, every year more and more African players are playing in big leagues. So although I'm working in different countries, I'm really interested in going to Ghana because I haven't been there yet. We have been at Yes, we haven't. I have a lot of contacts there. I have a lot of contact with a lot of academies there, with really good academies. Good academies like Dreams, Wafa, Unistar, Republicans, Lamte, Tama, Liberty. There are really good academies there. So, and they all are working hard to move players to European countries. And but the question is that currently it's difficult. It's difficult to show all the African talent in Europe. It's difficult because of the technical problems, or because of the internet, or maybe because of the mentality, the way people want to do things. Because my mentality is quite open. I'm working online most of the time, and I think this is the way we should be working more online, because this way uh, we can minimize the expenses. Well, the biggest problem is the lack of information. Because, for example, most of the players think that they can go to play to Europe anytime, and this is wrong. To go to play to Europe, you have to be 18 years old. So if you are 15, if you are 16, no, you can. Well, you can, yes, you can, but maybe not to Spain. Maybe you will go to play to a different country. But you have to think something. Spain is the biggest league in the world. So if you want, yes, if you well, England is really good. France is also really good. But in the last 10 years, Spanish teams have been in all the finals, in all the European finals. Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, Neymar, they have been playing here. Iniesta, Xavi. So in the last 10 years, this has been the most powerful league. So well, uh, but the challenge is first teach the young players that first, before coming to Europe, they have to improve their formation there, and they have to be patient. Because if they move to a different country, and that country is not that good, maybe they are going to lose a really good opportunity. Do you know what I mean? If you are 16 and you go to play to a different country, I don't want to say any name, any country, but if you go to play to another one, maybe you are going to lose the opportunity to play in a big team when you are 18 years old. So you have to be patient. This is first. Second, the second challenge is that everybody wants money. Every, and this is good. This is good, because if you work, you have to be paid. And I think this is good. But you have to be paid, but you have to be also, you have to think also in the player. So you have to make your work properly, but think in the player, because this is the most important. And finally, the big challenge are the technology. Technology is the big challenge, because with more videos, with good websites, with good information, it will be really, yes, it would be really easy to show the African talents in Europe. But believe me, I don't know the name of the teams in Premier League in Ghana. I don't know the name of all of the clubs. It's difficult. Not only in Ghana, in Nigeria, at Ivory Coast, it's really difficult to find a good website with good information. It's difficult to find, for example, the video of the last match between Niger and Morocco. You can find it on YouTube. So it's almost impossible. I have contact with some national team players, and I can't find a video of them. I only have 10 minutes. So this is really difficult. So how can you market a player? How can you move a player from Africa to Europe if you can get 10 minutes video, if you can get a full match? So this is the big, yeah, this is the challenge. The only thing we can do now is to take a plane and fly to the country, scout the player. That is expensive. That is really expensive. Well, my final word for them is that they have to train hard, because it's really difficult to become a professional football player. If they find a good person, someone who is trustworthy, they have to follow him, they have to work with him, they have to be patient. And I think that's the most important. That's the most important. They have to be patient and look for a good person to work with. This is the best way. And for the academies in Africa, my point of view is that they have to try to improve their structure. They need to try to make it more modern, use more technologies. This will move the African football to Europe, and we will not have to go there to look for the players. I think this is what they have to work in this thing.
So that was Ruben Lescano. I think he has some interesting points there, the problems facing African football, and also how he thinks we can improve, and also how new players going to Europe, what they should expect. So that was the interview there. And I'm also calling out people, if you think you have a friend, you have a relative, if you think you are a talented footballer, send me your videos on my email address. Always, my email address is in the description, or my phone number on WhatsApp. You can WhatsApp it to me so that we can see what we can do for you. This is the way to move forward as a country, and I think this is the best way. So I'm inviting everyone to send me their videos. If you think you are good enough, just send me a video and let me upload it onto this channel for the people and for my scout to also watch it. So guys, if you're also in an academy, let me also know and see your progress. I can visit your academy if it's close. If it's in Ghana, I can also visit it, see you, talk to you and all that. So now there's an opportunity for you. If you think you're a talented footballer and you are worth the cut, you think you are good enough, give me a holler. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a great day.